right, welcome back everybody. We have a special guest. Kevin, how far did you drive today?
Or yesterday? 9 hours.
9 hours. So you came from, where'd you come from?
Long Island, New York.
Nice. And you came with your buddy Max?
Yep, came over from Max.
And they're going to be helping out this month with our full body workouts plus all of our training tips. You ready to go?
Ready to go.
Okay, man. So we're going to be shooting 3 more full body workouts, guys. These are the same full body workouts that I used in my comeback. So I think one of the big benefits you guys are going to get are we're going to really optimize your technique. We're going to show you how to get more out of less. A lot of guys are doing way too many junk sets, so we're going to make sure that the few sets that we do are going to be at max effort. All right?
All right, sounds good.
Okay, cool. He doesn't know what we're doing today. We do have a full body workout, so we're just take it set by set. So we're going to start off with 3 sets of 8 to 10 with deads.
Okay.
You ready to go? You want to start warming up?
All right.
All right. Okay, so first work set, you got your warm-up sets in? Feel good?
Feeling good.
Okay, so a lot of people want to know, how should I warm up for a first set of 10? There's a couple of different approaches. One way we just discussed off camera was that you could actually, if you want to make the first set feel lighter, if his first work set is with 135, he could go up to say, 155, 165 for a set of 4. And that's going to prime his nervous system. So when he drops the weight to do his first work set of 8, it's going to feel a little lighter. More muscle fiber is going to be activated. You're going to have a better workout. So that's actually a little tip there for you guys for warm-up sets. He's ready to go. 2 warm-up sets, first set of 8 to 10. Here we go. 3, 2, 0, 1 tempo. The next thing I want you to think about on this next set, so set 2, so we're thinking about driving the floor away. For set 2, when you're down, you're gonna reset the weight. I want you to make sure you shorten up your traps, and I want you to oppose the weight by trying to bring tension through your lats. That way, when you drive up, you're already opposing the weight. Okay? Hips down, reset. That's it. So when you're coming down, you just let your glutes kind of externally rotate. And when you think about opening your cheeks, your glutes come into a position where they're maximally strongest. Yeah. And it allows your knees, it allows the femur and the tibia fibula down here all to line up nicely. A lot of guys complain, my knees are sore. It's usually because they're contracting their glutes or something. If their glutes are contracted, then now their femur is driving outwards as opposed to naturally inwards, and then there's this awkward stress through the knees. So when I'm coming down, I'm thinking about, I'm not contracting my glutes. It's almost like there was a peanut in there, and you just kind of let them open up so the peanut falls out. Is that visual enough for you? Yeah. Don't worry about that one, but that'll help that'll put your glutes into a position so that when you drive up, they're engaged. Okay, so the first superset here now is upper body. So we're going to be going with a very high incline barbell press, superset with an underhand supinated grip barbell press. 75 seconds in between sets, and he's going to do 3 sets of 8 to 10. First set, let's do it. Four-second negative, 0-second pause on the chest, explosive on the way up, okay? Boom. So I want to see intent. I want to see explosiveness on the way up. Good, 2. 4 seconds on the way down. That's way too fast. You got 8 reps. Come on. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000. You got to slow it down by half. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000. Drive. That's better. Okay, so he didn't hit his goal reps of 8 to 10 on the first set. So what should he do? Should he stick with the weight or should he modify and aim for that rep range? Well, I want him to experience a certain amount of tension, so we're gonna decrease the weight so he can get back into that 8 to 10 rep range for the next set, okay? You've got 75 seconds, so you're over here next. Now I'm suspecting that this guy's legs are pretty fatigued. We'll find out after this first set from the deadlifts. So if he's not able to maintain a flat back for these bent over rows, we'll give him some support. I'll show you what I mean in a moment. But what we're looking for here, we're gonna film this in real time here, is I'm looking for your hips to be pointed backwards and I'm looking for a flat back, all right? And then we're gonna pull right into the waist. So as soon as I see this, we're done. All right, so I want you to keep a flat back so I could put drinks on your back and you're pulling the bar into your waist. That's your cue. Bar into waist. So Kevin said his lower back is shot and he's still got 2 more sets. So what I'm gonna do here, there's other things you could find in the gym, but this looks like it could work. We're gonna give him some support. I mean, to be honest, you probably just wanna find a T-bar row. I don't have chest support like for a T-bar row here, and we just give your entire trunk stability. Because your trunk can't stabilize that position, you're not going to be able to create a lot of tension on your lats, right? So since I don't have that here, what we'll do is we'll let you rest your head here. And what I'm looking for here, Kev, is I want you to keep your back flat, all right? And then you're going to pull right through. And we're not thinking about bringing this thing up. We're thinking about this thing attached to your elbows, and we're thinking about your elbows pulling to the ceiling, okay? And I want you to really think about how high can I get my elbows on each rep, all right? And that's naturally going to help you cover more range of motion. You're over here next set. Most of you guys can make your workouts twice as hard, if not 3 times harder, simply by sticking to the rep ranges and the rest periods that your program actually prescribe. All right, so you're going for 8 to 10, and I want to see that 4-second negative. Here we go. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, and then drive. Good. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. Good. You got the tempo now. Good. Good. Give me 4 seconds. Don't cheat yourself. Boom. Good. Learn what that feels like. Keep those feet flat on the floor. Don't move your feet. You drive your feet into the floor. You don't dance. Let's go. You drive those feet into the floor as you press up. Up. Good. Let's go. 3 more. Drive. Good. Let's go. Drive. 1 more. 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. Drive. Good. All right. Okay guys, when you're doing bent over rows, I want to see a flat back. So this is not a flat back. So first things first, if you don't know how to establish it, get in front of a mirror and start doing the salsa. Is this a salsa? Do a pelvic tilt, drive your hips back, and then shove your hips backwards, let your hamstrings stretch out, and let your trunk come with you. You see how my back is flat? Not like this. If you lose it, reset it. Hips are back, lean over. See how my back is flat now? Hamstrings are nice and lengthened, hips are pushed, shoved back. Now I can pull that bar. That bar should just be moving up and down in a straight line. And all I'm doing is driving my elbows to the ceiling, elbows to the ceiling, elbows to the ceiling. That's it. Let's do it. So If we were to do this program for you, I'd make a couple modifications. Right now, you're not ready to do supported bent over rows. I'd give you, unsupported bent over rows. I would give you T-bar rows, okay? That way, if you do deadlifts first, it doesn't matter how much you trash your legs, you won't need them. Okay. We can get you some support, and we can really focus on getting those elbows back, okay? That would be the first thing. Until you have the core strength and the trunk strength, we wouldn't do those 2 exercises back to back. That's not smart for you. The other thing that I didn't even cue you on, I didn't even bother because we're trying to think about your form, was a 4-second negative on those. Oh, yeah. So you were probably doing 1 second, you're doing 1 second. Can you imagine if you could control it 4 seconds down and release that tension off your lats?
Yeah, I'm at 2-pound weights.
Right? Most guys that are in the gym are even close to their full potential because what's supposed to be a 4-second negative is a 1 second, 2 second. So that would be your next thing you'd want to work on.
More time and attention, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so last superset we've got front dumbbell squats. So you're going to keep them in front of you. It's going to challenge your core because as you fatigue, those dumbbells are going to pull you out, right? They're going to want to drop, and that's going to pull you forward. So you're going to have to use your core to keep you upright. All right. What I also like about these are we're going to take a slightly wider stance because we really want to get your glutes strong. I noticed that was a weakness with your deadlifts. So this is going to allow you to get nice and deep. All right, so we're gonna do front squats, 12 to 15 reps, 1 second pause at the bottom. That's your cue. All right, let's do this. Good, and then the first things first, nice and tall. Yeah, bring those elbows in front of you. Good, good, open up your stance. Good, and let's let those hips sink. Yeah, just let them sink. 3 seconds down, yeah, a little more natural. Just sink right into it. Good, and what do you think keep going, just listen to me. What do you think you're doing on the way up? You're driving your feet into the floor. That's it. That's going to engage your quads. Drive the floor away. Yeah, use your quads. You got big quads. Let's use them. Boom. That's better. Give me that 1 second pause at the bottom. You forgot that. There it is. Boom. Sink. There you go. A lot of guys find that their cores are sore the next day after this exercise. See how he's pulling them forward at the bottom? So his core has to resist that. Good. Okay, so we did a bent over row. Now we're going to do a cable row. So this is going to allow more constant tension through the lats. And this is going to allow us to cover some range of motion that he missed with the barbell, okay, because of the position he was in. So he's basically pulling. What I want him to think about is, again, getting his elbows to the mirror behind me. What most people think about is just pull this thing in. See that? And you're going to rip the cable, shoot. Pull this thing in. Pull this thing in, and it's all arms and biceps. Why are my biceps and arms always getting so tired on rows? And this is a back exercise. So you got the wrong cueing. So what he's going to think about are elbows to the mirror behind him without doing this. All right, so we're going to lock him down. Jump on here. I'll show you what I mean by that. Nice and tall first off. Nice and tall, nice and tall, nice and tall. Straighten out your legs a bit more. Straight, 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 tall, straight, a little straighter. Put your feet closer together. Good. I want you to almost lean in now at your hips. Now straighten up again, chest up. Now head to the ceiling, tall, tall, tall. Lean in a bit more. Good. So that's your start-finish position. So now your lats, you're almost already engaged here because of this position. So you're going to grab that. Good. And you're going to pull. Now you're not going to change this trunk position at all whatsoever. Everything stays locked, glued. Now you're going to pull. I want you to think, I want your elbows to come back to my hands. Get those elbows back. And then you can let your wrists open so that you can keep coming back further. That's why we're using a rope. I want you to cover more range of motion here. Yeah. No, over. Yeah, and yeah, good. Elbows to my hand. There you go. Your elbows need to touch my hand. There you go. Drive those elbows back. Remember, lats extend the shoulder, so we want to extend the shoulder. No, that didn't count. You got to get your elbows back. Good. Stay tall, chest up the whole time, though. Don't change your body position. That lat, the elbows are coming through. Keep going. There we go. Chest up. Good. Keep going. 3 more. Good. Tall chest up. Good. How's it going so far?
It's going good. It's a lot tiring. Slowing the reps down, giving more time and attention. makes it feel the weight like 2 times heavier.
Good, man.
Especially the fat grips. Those are 15, but since they're fat,
Yeah.
they feel like 30s.
Yeah, you never worked with fat grips before?
No.
They're awesome, yeah. Yeah, I'm very lucky to have them. But you can buy fat grips, they're like 40 bucks, yeah. Okay, you're almost up here, so let's do another set. One thing I wanna see your glutes before we start this. You don't have a lot of motion through your hips. So when you come down, this is something I've had a problem with. When you're coming down, let those hips come down. Let those hips tilt so that you can, again, let's use that cue from the deadlift. Let your cheeks open, okay? So when you're coming down, I want you to just let your butt open up, okay? That's all I want you to think about. Let your butt open up. That's gonna let those glutes open up and put those, glutes are a big muscle, but if they're tied in, if they're tight and they're not opened up, they're not in a position to contract hard. So we want them to kind of just open up, and the best cue for that is let the peanut fall out of your ass, all right? Hold that for 1, good. Drive those feet away, engage those quads. At the bottom, I want you to squeeze your quads, Good, it's a quad exercise. You guys got scrawny legs, you gotta contract them harder. Up, good. This looks so much better. Good. Give me 12 to 15. Good. Let those hips come back. Good. Sink. Don't be afraid to go low. As you fatigue, make it harder. Get down lower. That's the one. Drive up. 4 more like that last one. Right down. There you go. Challenge yourself. Down low. Up. Good. A little lower. That's the one. Good. You're done. Good for you, man. Nice and tall. All right. Here we go. Boom. 2. Good. Tall chest up. 3. Good. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. I want you to start holding it for 2 seconds at the back on each rep here. Hold it for 2. Good. 5 more like that. Hold it for 2 at the back. 1, 2. Chest up. 1, 2. Get the lats to do the work though, not your arms. Tall chest up. Yeah, keep it on your lats. Good. Pull through your lats. Hold that for 2 at the back. 1, 2, good. 3 more like that. Tall chest up. Hold that for 2. 1, 2, good. Pull all the way through. Hold that. 1, 2. Hold that. 1, 2. You're done. One of my favorite ways to bring up weak body parts is to add a 2-second pause in the shortened position. So where we're typically the weakest and where we typically spend the least time is where? Back here. So by finding a weight that we can actually contract and spend a little time in for an extra 2 seconds, we're going to increase tension in an area we're weak and we're going to start bringing up our lagging body parts. Okay, so that would be a great one for you. Most guys just get so carried away and adding more weight, and they forget that there's so many steps they just skipped. One step being, let's reduce the weight and spend some time back here, and let's get those lats strong in the shortened position. And then when you can maintain that for 2 seconds for a full set of 12 to 15, then increase the weight. All right, because now you know that the whole range of motion is getting improved though. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Okay, buddy, we're done. So last words, any comments?
Like you said, a big difference. It's gonna, when you shorten the muscle and you pulse it there,
yeah,
makes it a lot harder. And also less rest in between sets.
Yeah.
Is key.
Did you find that was a short rest period? We're actually giving you 60 seconds in between each exercise.
No, I felt
it felt like it went by fast though?
Yeah, it felt like it went by fast.
Yeah.
But in between it feels like...
That's actually a great point. A lot of people give their workouts so little rest time in between sets when their goal is building muscle. You told me before we started your goal is to build muscle mass that they use loads that are way too light, right? This isn't fat loss training. We're trying to build muscle mass. So we need all of our muscle fiber engaged. So giving your body enough rest in between sets is really key. A lot of people, as the years go on, they just want to they want to feel like they're doing something in the gym, and you will, but that doesn't necessarily correlate into bigger muscles. So by giving you 60 seconds to 2 minutes in between each exercise, your nervous system is able to... I feel like it was
just short.
Yeah, so that's just a capacity thing on your part.
Yeah.
Yeah. With time, those should feel like a substantial rest period.
Yeah.
All right, guys, so that's full body workout number 4. We're gonna be back next week with one of Kevin's friends, and we're gonna be doing full body workout number 5. Be sure to like this vid, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We'll see you guys soon.